Alright, what's up guys? Team Moral Tech here, back with another amazing deck profile for you guys. Today we have Barrier Statue Stun Post Links. I know True Draco's a thing, but I don't care. Because True Draco isn't the only thing out there. So let's get started. First things first. You run triple Fossil Dyna. This guy is a staple beast. This guy's a beast against any special summon Reliant deck. Your opponent has to special summon, sit. They're done. You summon Dyna, doesn't matter what type of deck they're playing, they lose. The next card that we run in the deck is 3 copies of Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. Now, you run this guy, and you run this guy because Wind Witch Invoked isn't super relevant right now, but these numbers could very well at any time vary in popularity. So, keep that in mind, folks. Then we play 2 copies of Barrier Statue of the Inferno. The reason we play 2 copies of Barrier Statue of the Inferno is because Infernoids haven't been really doing anything as of late. And we don't run 3 of him, it's because Doggeron is fucking everywhere in every Dino deck right now. So, you run 8 statues, no more, no less. Kinda self-explanatory. Next card. 3 copies of Moon Mirror Shield. This card is broken. This card allows you to win in battle. It doesn't matter what your opponent has. You're always going to win in battle. There's 2 battles in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's battle and card effect. This card handles 1 of it. You don't run 3, you're not running the deck correctly. Now for the next card, we run 3 Card Demise. You could very well easily play the deck without Card Demise, but might as well abuse it while we have it.
Much cleaner.
Now this card is a definite 3 of Duality. You want your Barrier Statue decks to be consistent, you gotta run triple Duality. I've seen Barrier Statue deck lists that just run 2 Power Duality and just want to punch those people in the face sometimes because it's just an incorrect number to run. And you run 1 copy of Upstart Goblin because why not? Make it a 39 card deck. And now here comes the anti-zoo part, or anti-turn 1 board part of the deck. 1 Raigeki Double Dark Hole. How good does it feel to wipe out a zoo player's board? The next card. 3 more Elsa Dryden. 3 copies of My Body is a Shield. Oh, you hit Dryden with My Body is a Shield? That sucker is gonna go bye-bye. You hit Masterpiece with this and he didn't tribute a spell for him, he's going bye-bye. That's it. He's done. The only downfall of My Body is a Shield is that against the True Draco spells and traps, this card can't negate those when they activate in the graveyard. So it's a mere little flaw to the card. So, but all cards must have their flaws. Then you run 3 copies of Forbidden Dress, and 3 copies of Forbidden Lance. Dress and Lance are excellent cards in the deck. Dress and Lance are like the 2 most versatile cards in the entire deck. Just for the fact that you can protect your monsters with them or make your opponent's monsters weaker with them. Lance can also give you viable protection against the True Draco spells and traps, Raigeki, Dark Hole, etc. Bottomless, Compulsory, and all those other cards that people like to run in their decks. Oh, and these cards also protect you against the True Draco spells and traps. So that's really good as well. That's it for spells and monsters. And then we have 3 copies of Phantom Sword and 3 copies of Phantom Winds, along with Triple Dark Bribe and Warning. I've seen people that don't run these 2 cards, Phantom Sword and Winds. They're, like, for real, they're forbidden lances that increase attack. Like, you need these goddamn cards in the deck. Like, you're not playing them in the deck, you're not running the deck correctly. It's that simple. And same thing with Bribe. Some people choose not to run Bribe unless if there's a drastic change in the format. You're running 3 Bribe. No matter what, because everybody's abusing spell cards. And Solemn Warning, you run the 1 Solemn Warning because it helps against Masterpiece. And now we're going to get into the side deck now. We run... So, when you're running barrier statues, you have to play 3 copies of another barrier statue in your side deck. And in this case, it's the barrier statue of the Torrent. This card's just really bad against Mermail, but it's really good against... bad against Mermail and Paleo and other water decks. But it's good against everything else, so you side deck it. I'll probably flip it where I main deck this inside the Wind statues in the case that Wind Witch Invoke comes back. So that's that. Now for the rest of this, if you're playing the deck correctly, you're siding entirely for True Draco. So then we play 3 copies of Fog King. If you read his text closely, it would say, hey, you contribute 1 monster or no monsters to normal summon him. His attack is equal to the amount of monsters tributed to the attack of monsters tributed for him. But you don't tribute something anything for him because you could just move Mirror Shield his ass if you're going against True Draco Zoo or something like that. It's just pretty good. Because it's basically Mask of Restrict in the form of a monster card. And it's really easy to bust out. Then we run Triple Banisher of the Radiance. This card's broken. It's broken. It's that simple. This card's overpowered against True Draco. Another card you run against True Draco. Double Banisher of the Light. 5 Banishers already. You gotta run the 5 Banishers, man. They're just too broken. They're so overpowered. Because you don't have to worry about, if you're going against the pure True Draco deck, you don't have to worry about your opponent special summoning anything because they don't have a graveyard. If they don't have a graveyard, they can't resolve True King's Return in order to bring back their monsters. And if they can't tribute cards, then they can't normal summon anything. Unless if they're playing some wacky tech cards in the deck. But even then, you can give him Mirror Shield. If you're afraid he's going to get ran over, or you can switch him to defense. He has a 2,000 body. 1 macro. Oh, man. Macro is just macro. And then for the last 3 cards, Triple Mask of Restrict. Triple Mask of Restrict, folks. You side entirely for True Draco right now, and you main deck for Zoo or other turn 1 field heavy decks. This is how you play Barrier Statue. Now I'm going to be talking about, now we're done with the deck profile, we're going to be talking about the cards that you shouldn't be running in the deck. For example, Necro Valley. You do not run Necro Valley in this deck. It is absolutely worthless. It is absolutely horrible in this deck. Because Necro Valley isn't stopping something the barrier statues aren't already stopping. That's the thing. Unless if you're going against some random rogue shit like Breakthrough Skill Turbo, and you should have another barrier statue on the field by the time they manage to resolve something like that already. And another thing, hand traps for now are not good, but if Demise gets hit, I could side Kaijus and hand traps if Demise gets hit to 1. Because then we'll have more variation for the deck. But we'll have to see. Because right now Demise is still at 3, and I want Demise to stay at 3. I want True Draco to die so I could play this deck competitively all the time again, and be able to put it higher on my list. Honorable mentions for this deck would include Mirror Forces, and Zombie World, and along with Dimensional Fissure and Thunder King. These are all decent cards, but just don't flat out belong in this type of deck. So let me know what you guys think of this deck list. Team Morotech, signing out.